I'm going to be playing Silas Anderson, the half merfolk, half human wizard.
Very cool. And Firewolf?
Yeah, hello, I'm Firewolf. I'm going to be playing Connor Gunolf, the Wolffolk Ranger.
Very nice. So, our world. I'm going to tell us a little bit about our world and then ask you guys some questions about where you fit in exactly. An ancient book was found in an old, crumbling ruin. In it is a tale of a world destroyed and rebuilt, a world that faced extinction and held on by the barest thread, only to lose something even greater. The people huddled together in their slowly expanding city, afraid to seek out new horizons. Magic began to stagnate, and in its stead, a powerful and terrifying technology was born. Rune cannons, capable of firing the essence of the cosmos themselves as a weapon, were fielded. Rune engines gave rise to great rail systems and much more efficient fishing craft. Even rumors of automatons being created as soldiers. But at what cost? The fishermen's hulls grow smaller with each passing season. Thick smog begins to cloud the heavens, withering harvests. The keepers of magic have retreated from the world, fearing another cataclysmic war on the horizon. Great underground mines, places of sweat and blood, are the only way to quench the thirst for iron, coal, and stone. But our heroes would venture out and maybe, just maybe, change things. You guys are going to play the role of a group of adventurers who would create the first adventuring guild. Individually, Firewolf, what is your character after in life?
He seeks to bring a more positive name to his clan.
Very cool. Does his clan have a kind of a PR problem right now?
Well, people have that stigmata of fear with werewolves. You know, they're evil. They'll steal your children in the middle of the night. They'll slaughter your sheep, and it's just not true. We're actually quite peaceful folk.
Yeah. I could see why you'd want to change that since it's not true. What about you, Silas Anderson?
Alright, so Silas just wants to be a normal person. He's tired of people treating him differently because he's part merfolk.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just decided that going out and adventuring and getting away from society might be a good way to do that. He can maybe make some actual friends along the way.
Mm-hmm. So he seeks the whole kind of meritocracy, judge me by what I'm worth kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. So
he got really bored at his day job.
What was his day
fishing
job?
Isn't fun when you can charm fish.
Fishing.
Yeah, he used to be a fisherman.
Okay, so which of you's idea was it to create this guild?
Probably not me.
Yeah, not me.
Well, it has to be someone's.
All right, I'll say that I did it then.
Yeah,
I was
be better
super,
off.
and I said, hey, I put up a poster or a sign in town on a thing that was like, hey, looking for adventuring partner.
Yeah. So the world is kind of let me zoom in here. This is Amalgam, which is just a giant sprawling cityscape, very urbanized. No real planning has went into it. These are kind of the de facto districts. Just that's how the chips fell, basically.
Where are we located?
Right now, you are on a train going from the residential district, which is the central kind of green zone here, headed up towards the warehouse district. If you look at your deal offer and proof of payment handout, you'll get more information on that. If somebody wants to read that, that's fine. If not,
Where would we find that?
A plain envelope containing information on getting a seaworthy vessel as well as proof of payment. Proof of payment is brief. 1 medium-sized vessel, 2 rune cannons, 1 rune water engine, 4 cargo crates, 2 water barrels, 1 sail, 2 units of rope, 1 bed, 1 navigation map. Cost 35 gold. Paid in full with conditions to be recorded separately. Sign Galver Sigson, Secretary of Seabreeze Trading Company.
so you guys are making good on this and heading to speak with what was it?
Kira.
Kara in the Northern Warehouse District. So you
Yes.
guys have boarded a train, which is a fairly new, like within the last 40 years kind of invention.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm sure that I'm probably interested in this because all I had was a little like dinghy as far as boats go. Used to have a
So
dinghy.
you've-
I'm gonna say it broke.
So this is the first time you've been on such a thing?
Oh no, I've been on boats, but I owned a dinghy.
On a
And-
train, I mean.
Oh, on a train? Oh yeah. I'm saying, but this deal offer of a medium-sized vessel is probably what got me interested in this.
I see. Well, all right. So you guys have acquired entry to this train. You're kind of in like a, maybe not first class, but you're in the second car of maybe 6 or 7.
That's not
it's a
worst.
booth, you know. The cushions, the dusty windows rattle, the evening sun flickering in and out of view.
Wait, there's cushions?
You know, there's cushions. They're
That's
stiff,
pretty fancy.
But, they're stiff, but they get the job done. A thin table is shared between you. Used dishes kind of stashed upon them. The servants and officers running the train haven't really checked on you in about 15 minutes, so they're just kind of like clattering as you make your way through. You may begin. Begin.
This is so this train's pretty nice. It's a tran? What is this called again? Do you remember? Connor? Was that?
All I know is it's big and loud and noisy and it's not walking.
Is very much not walking. Yeah, this thing is pretty nice though. It's cushions. Do you see this thing has cushions? I don't even have cushions.
A man across the room, across the divide, just kind of like eyes you both and is just like, commoners, and slams his side door.
I get that a lot.
I mean, I don't know why he would look down on us. We're both normal people, right? Just your.
I am
Suddenly,
not very human. Not very average.
Everything dims. You enter a tunnel. As you do, two security guards in blue uniform run past in quick succession towards the rear. You exit the tunnel. It was a very brief kind of overhang.
Wonder what they're up to.
You notice that the wheels on the train start slowing down and the momentum kind of drags to a halt. There are no whistles, no anything, just you notice that you've completely stopped.
Oh, we're there already? I'm gonna look out the window.
This does not smell right.
You're probably about 400 feet from surface, so you're definitely not anywhere.
It does not look like a city.
There's a city, but you're 400 feet up along kind of like a ridged kind of hilltop.
Oh, well, so we're not like at a train station or anything.
No.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how trains normally work, so have you ever been on one of these before? Is this normal? Do they usually stop far out?
I'm not used to. No, I've never been on one of these before, but this doesn't. The way people are reacting right now, this does not smell right.
Suddenly,
Hmm.
Not feel
from
right.
the rear of the train, you hear 2 gunshots in quick succession. Pow, pow. And then...
Well then, that doesn't sound good. Should we go check that out?
No. You actually see towards... you see like a wave of panic. People are like barring their door with luggage. They're protecting their wives and children. They're hunkering down, basically.
Do we have a door? Or are we just like a booth
There
with a
is. There's
table?
like a little metal sliding door.
Should we close that? Should we help? I don't know what's going on. This seems highly unusual.
My instincts is to face danger instead of hide from it, because then you don't know when it's going to face you.
Another blue security guard leaves from the front of the train and passes you guys.
Hey, wait, stop.
Hey there, partner. I noticed that you haven't sealed your door. You might want to do that.
What's going on? What's happened?
Well, you see, not to spread panic, but
Well, I think
we
that's
may
already been done for you.
well, sir, I'm going to ask you to remain calm. We may have unwanted passengers that have jumped on us from the overpass. Now, I know what you're thinking. It sounds bad. Sounds like you got some unruly, and then immediately, like, he is shot in the side by a flintlock rifle. Just like
Oh,
parts of his uniform and flesh.
is he
and
definitely
blood
dead, or is he
spurts
just
out.
like bleeding out?
He slumps onto the side like he's passed out. He hasn't. He might not be dead. It might be hard to tell at this point.
That doesn't look good. We should probably do something.
You hear hooting and jeering from the back of your cab here.
All right, I take a peek around the corner.
Okay. You see 2 men, one with kind of like a sideways, kind of like a cowboy hat, and the other just with a bandana covering his mouth. Yeah.
And they both have flintlocks?
One of them has a flintlock rifle. The other has kind of it looks like a gun with a bayonet on it.
Ooh, bayonet. Pointy things.
One of them is kind of like fumbling with it because he has to reload, obviously.
Yeah, the flintlock.
Does it look like they're coming this way?
One of them is.
Are they towards the front of the train or the back of the train?
They're standing towards the back. One of them is making his way forward.
Okay.
Probably
Because you said we're in the second car, right?
Yeah.
So is there
Wait.
one more car and then the engine?
Yes. There's like first class and then the front of the train.
Okay.
Let's wait till he gets to the door, and then we'll pull him in.
I mean, but he probably is. He could probably hear us, and he saw the person talking to us. I say we act now.
No, you've got a good let's say like 30 feet. So he probably doesn't hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying it kind of like in a whisper too. I'm like, let's wait till he gets up here, pull him in, and knock him out.
Okay.
Get ready.
I'm gonna cast a spell really quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast telepathy, targeting Firewolf.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna like grab his hands from across the thing.
Roll your spell.
All right. I think it's plus. Yeah, cast spell plus int. Okay. So. $13.
Okay. You do that.
Yep. So I grab his hand, and it allows me to converse with him through thoughts. I can only have one telepathic bond at a time, though.
Okay.
So I'm going to say mentally, "Don't be alarmed. I can do this."
What? Huh?
Just you don't have to say anything. I can hear you. Just think.
As you've established this link, you notice the man with the bayonet kind of moving forward, and if anyone, he's looking for like high priority targets, high, I guess, net worth. I guess if they look rich, he's gonna try and like rob them, basically.
Oh, well, then we're safe.
As soon as he gets even with our door,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab him, but I'm gonna grab him by the rifle barrel,
Okay.
We just gotta. Does he have a bayonet? Like,
and I'm going to like
On a
basically
gun?
try and force it so that the bayonet goes up into the ceiling.
Okay. Give me a hack and slash to see, because well, no, you surprised him. I'll let you do that. So you leap out and kind of like grab with all your strength and
Pull him into the
pull him in and then heave the gun upward. He accidentally like jams on the trigger, and a loud burst fires. And
Yeah,
basically
I figured.
everyone panics at that point.
okay.
But you are now
I'm
in
gonna
combat.
telepathically say, "Hold him."
Oh, I'm holding.
He
Um,
takes a swing at the nearest target, which happens to be Silas.
Okay.
Surprise!
So am I defying danger then?
Big.
Yes.
Can I use intelligence to say that I expected him to do that and
I think
And-
yeah, because you would have had a kind of a precognition type thing. You would have known what Connor was doing.
yeah. Yeah, we are telepathically linked right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll plus intelligence then. I got a 9.
Okay. So he let me think. He kind of stumbles a little bit. You're able to
Okay.
read his intention, but not really the stumble. As he finishes stumbling, like he heaves into you with like an uppercut.
Okay,
So-
so he catches me, but maybe not quite as hard as it would have been.
Yeah. So take 1d4.
Alright, am I rolling that?
Yep.
4.
Ooh,
Wonderful.
that's he's a burly man. He's bald. He has a bandana up across his mouth and lips.
Okay.
He's a rough customer.
See, this is a pretty cramped area, isn't it?
It does. The table hasn't even been cleared away, so
Yeah, so I don't see me really being able to pull my staff out very well.
no.
That might even be stored like under the seat or something right now.
True.
I could try
what-
a magic missile, but it might be a little close quarters.
Yes, and it would definitely blow your cover because the people across the gap are watching you.
Oh, did they not close their door yet either?
There's like a window so they can see.
Ah, dang it.
Is there a leg to the table?
A leg.
Well, I expect it's probably like a table
Like-
with like a center post thing,
Yeah.
bolted into the train.
No, it's
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 not-
like a fold down from the side.
Oh, okay.
That there's no leg.
No.
All right, I'm gonna just try and pummel this guy, knock him out.
Okay. Give me a hack and slash.
Hack and slash. I gotta get dice. 2d6 plus my strength, right?
Yes. Oh,
10.
yeah. Tell me what happens. You
Okay, so I grabbed the gun, I moved it up, got the bayonet stuck in the thing, so I'm not worried about bayonet.
Yep.
He reached around and hit my friend. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna basically kind of like pivot myself in front of him
Mhm.
and basically do the same thing to him with the uppercut.
Okay. So you deck him upwards. And he
Yeah,
just,
I'm trying to get that sweet spot in his jaw where he just goes boom out like a light.
Yeah, you definitely hit that. and he goes flying through the air and smashes against your the other door, and it's lights out for him.
Okay. I'm gonna use for my turn. I'm gonna look around the corner. How far away is the person
The other one
with the pistol? Yeah.
He's finished reloading. He's about 20 feet away. He's kind of like edging in because he realized that his friend had some trouble here.
Okay. So if I were to try and run at him, I'd probably get shot.
You would have to defy danger.
I can get him.
I know you can. I'm trying to figure out what I could do because I was thinking of possibly trying to get up to him. I can do light, where an item I touches glows as bright as a torch.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna try and like get up to him and like maybe blind him with something right in his face. But if he's that far away and has a gun pointed,
you could probably touch his eyes and then blind him basically forever.
yeah. But if he's got a gun pointed at me and that close, I'm not a big, danger person.
Yeah,
No. I don't know if I'd really run out there, and I don't think I want to blow him up with a magic missile.
Yes.
Let's see. I think I could probably do something.
Doesn't sound too bad.
I'm sure it doesn't, but I'm trying not to blow cover here. There is something I think I could do though.
You notice that the watchman that kind of like was shot right in front of you, he was carrying kind of like a billy club. So
That's what I was looking for. Oh my god!
yeah.
I was trying to make an impromptu club out of a leg. I didn't even think the dude would have a billy club.
Yeah.
All right, so for my turn, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, whatever it's called.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, it's a cantrip. I can perform minor tricks of true magic.
Okay.
I can either like make cosmetic changes to something, or create an illusion no bigger than myself.
Mm-hmm.
They're crude and purely illusions, but it says they won't fool anyone. But I'm hoping these guys are really dumb, like really dumb.
Okay.
My plan is I want to cast an illusion of a guard right behind the person.
Okay. So do you need to be close to do it, or is it?
It doesn't say I do. It's if
Okay.
I touch, I can either touch an item, or if I don't touch an item, I can just cast an illusion. It doesn't give me a range.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
give
try
me
and cast an illusion of a guard to distract him right behind him.
cast spell.
All right. A 9.
Hmm.
On a 9 for spells, I have to. What is it? I have to either draw unwelcome attention, take a -1 casting, or just forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and choose to just forget the spell after this, so I can't cast it again until I prepare spells.
Yeah, so kind of like a twisting mirage sort of appears behind him. It looks exactly like the guy that was shot in front of you, because he's the most.
That's who I got to go off of.
Yep. The guy.
So yeah, I'm gonna have it shout, "Hey!"
Okay, so he's startled a little bit and then turns around a little bit, like, what the fuck is that? I mean, it's clearly a.
Perfect. Just what I needed.
The point was just to get him to turn around and be distracted for a second.
He didn't really turn around, just sort of like craned his neck, like, I know what that is.
But that's gonna give me my perfect opportunity.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna quick around the corner with my bow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because while he was casting the spell, I'm grabbing my bow. And I'm gonna do a cold shot to his pistol arm.
Okay, so what are the rules for cold shot?
Okay, when you attack a defenseless or surprised enemy at range,
mm-hmm.
you can choose to deal your damage, or name your target and roll plus dex.
Okay.
Okay, so it lets you either just straight deal damage, or it lets you choose a specific spot to roll to.
Okay, and I'm choosing arms, and it's 10 plus. At 7 to 9 plus your damage, 7 to 9, they drop anything they're holding.
Okay, so you need.
Okay, so at 7 to 9, they drop whatever they're holding. If I get a 10 or more,
you do damage,
they drop what they're holding, plus I do damage.
Okay, so let's roll for that.
All right, so that would be Dex.
Yep.
What's your dex?
2d6 plus
It's
3.
amazing. The most
Oh,
amazing.
nice. Oh,
dex.
jeez. Yeah.
Oh,
Best health.
okay.
9. But they
So-
do drop. They do drop it.
He managed to loose an arrow, and it just like slaps his gun basically right out of his hands before he can even readjust. He's just like,
Alright.
wait, what just happened? He's like wide open right now.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity then to rush out and blind him with my light cantrip.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need?
So yeah,
to
I'm
be
gonna
close
rush
to
out and
that, or
then
is
touch like, what?
So you need to be touching him basically for.
Yeah, I have to touch something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rush forward as he's now. His gun he's just been like shot. I'm assuming since it didn't do damage, the arrow like hit his gun then.
Yeah. It just like pinned it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rush up to him, and like right on the bridge of his nose, right between his eyes, I'm gonna make it like start glowing super bright right in his face.
Okay. Give me a
Um,
cast spell.
yep.
Actually, let's make it a. Nah, cast spell makes sense. Let's do that.
Okay. 6. Jeez. All right, I fail.
Nope. He
Didn't work.
sees you coming and basically like knees you in the groin right as you get up to
Oh,
him.
of course he does.
Roll.
Can I conveniently fall? Am I rolling Defy Danger for this, or
No, that's a failure.
okay?
That's,
Can I conveniently fall into an open room next to me?
Kind
Or
of.
the door's all
you can get
closed?
halfway. Does that make any difference to you?
Oh, well, I'm just saying. Like, I know we're in like a tight hallway. Is there a room that I'm like gonna fall into, or am I just
all,
gonna be
all
standing?
the doors are basically shut, so
All right, so I'll be up close to him.
you take 2 damage.
Of course I do. I'm already at 10 health.
I mean, you still have your stuff, so
Yeah, I do. I haven't. I've only. Wait. Let's see. Do I have to lose any? No. I can still cast the spell. I didn't like lose it as a penalty. I just didn't work.
are you sure? I thought it didn't work and you lost it.
No, it doesn't say that. It just that's only as a condition from a 7 through 9.
Oh.
On a 6, I just don't cast it.
All right. So yeah, he snarls at you.
Oh,
kinda like,
I snarl
I
back.
have you. I
Um,
have you now.
Oh no, he
so
doesn't.
I'm guessing it's not. Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, I am going to cry havoc and release the dogs of war,
Okay.
and I'm
so
gonna have
where was your
Shadow
dog
attack.
this whole time? Was he staying with you, or was he like in an
Oh,
overhead
yeah.
compartment? Was
The
Yes,
overhead
please,
compartment, my
please.
ass.
No, please have him be hiding in the overhead compartment and just jump out at this dude. Like we had to
No,
smuggle him on or something.
Oh, he's taking up a seat. He's taking
Okay.
up probably most. We're probably sitting on one side, and he's curled up on the other one.
Okay. By the way, I will say I'm going to be wary of this wolf the entire time.
Oh, go right ahead.
well, he needs to come up behind you. So good luck.
Oh,
So you sick your dog.
Okay, well, I've still got the telepathic bond. You should probably warn me.
yeah. Shadow incoming.
Okay.
So yeah,
your
I'm gonna
dog-
be
Your dog kind of
like what, and then probably get hit by a
Wolf.
Wolf.
Not dog. Wolf.
Wolf just
Wolf.
goes brum, 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 all the way up, and then kind of
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna
If
try
he-
and kind of
he
move out of
got-
the way.
okay.
a little
If,
bit.
if he got knocked down, or if he's like hunched over, the shadow's just
Yeah,
gonna
I
jump
think-
right over him and try.
Yeah, I probably kind of crumpled to the
Yeah,
ground.
Silas
Like
probably.
I hit in the groin.
It's
So-
gonna be like a body tackle.
Yeah. So
Okay, so yeah,
your
Yeah,
wolf
wolf.
is currently engaged with the cowboy hatted bandit. He won't be able to do damage unless you act to support him.
Oh yeah, I'm right behind him.
Okay. So
Oh, are you coming too?
are you attacking? Are you?
Well, if he can get him pinned, then
Can I roll? Can I like roll out of the way at all, or is that not possible?
It's a little cramped for that. You could
Okay.
probably go to one side a little bit.
Yeah, I'll try
You
and
know what?
like squeeze over since we're telepathically linked. I'll know what he's doing and try and squeeze over a little bit to at least allow more room for them to get past.
Okay.
as I'm following Shadow out, I'm gonna try and grab that. I'm gonna drop my bow. I'm gonna try and grab that dude's bludgeon
You can just put your bow on your back. That's fine.
Okay, all right. I didn't know, but as far as like time frames and moves and that.
That's
But I'm gonna I'll bow on the back, and I'm gonna grab the dude's bludgeon, and depending on what Shadow does with the dude, I'm gonna try and like Shadow's gonna pin him, and I'm gonna subdue him.
Okay, so it looks like the guy is kind of like struggling. Shadow's trying to like tear out his throat, basically. So both of his hands are like on Shadow's jaws, and maybe on his underbelly too. They're kind of locked in combat right now.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna like basically try and pivot around to a good position where I'm just gonna smack him and bust him over the head and
Okay, that sounds like
try and knock
slash.
him out too. Sounds like a hack and slash. 2d6 plus 1. Ooh. Barely made it.
You can do it, but Shadow is going to basically be thrown off and won't be able to re-engage for a little while.
All right. Wait a minute. When you work with your animal or something is trained in, when you attack the same target, add its ferocity to your damage. Oh,
so
damage.
That would still be in that.
Okay.
Wait, no,
okay.
That's right. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're just getting added damage, not to hit or anything.
Yeah, not to hit. I thought it was to hit. It was.
So, do you choose to go through with it, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got to get this guy knocked out.
Is Shadow going to be going over me or onto me?
Let's just say he kind of like slinks back. You let out a kind of a short whistle before you land your blow, and he knows to back off, basically.
Yeah, try not to get hit.
Okay. Roll your damage here.
What is it for the bludgeon?
It's still D8.
Yeah, whatever your base damage is.
D8, and do I get
Plus
so it'd be D8 plus his ferocity, which is 2.
Ferocity.
No, he's not working with you this time. He's
nope.
disengaged.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so it's just straight D8, or is it D8 plus my strength?
Nope, just D8.
Just D8.
D8. Okay.
3. Okay, so you land a solid blow right across his cranium.
He's gonna
kind of
feel it in the
trickles
morning.
down into his eyes, and then he reaches into like his side pouch and then pulls out a dagger, and then like angles it towards your throat and then lunges. Roll a defy danger to see if you get out of this one.
All right, defy danger. That is.
It depends how you're doing it. Like, are you trying to stop the blade? Are you trying to dodge out of the way?
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to try and pivot so that his lunge goes past me.
Okay, that sounds like Dex to me.
Yeah,
I feel like anything you can make be a dex roll, you probably should.
I am. So 2d6 plus my dex.
Yep. 9. Maybe you're a little stunned after you successfully dodge.
Yeah, it's like I didn't. I'm a big hulking humanoid. I didn't take into account the size of this corridor, and I probably backed into like something and probably knocked my head.
I marked stunned on your abilities, and that took you down to -3 int. So.
So you're real fast, but you're real dumb.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking straight right now. Like I said, I act mostly off of emotions, and my emotions are high right now.
It definitely caught you off balance.
Right, so I'm gonna hopefully have been able to get up and recover at this point.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna take my sack, the bag of books that I have, swing it around and try and knock the dude over the head with it to knock him unconscious.
Okay.
I figure I've got books. Why not?
How many books do you have?
It says it's a bag of 5 books.
Okay. Roll.
Is that hack and slash?
Yeah.
I got an 8. I'm at a -1, so I'm happy with an 8.
You can do it, but it's going to like. One of the books is like a paperback, and it'll probably like tear one of your books.
I kind of just I'm a little worried. I think I'll probably do it, but regret it later.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through with it.
What's your damage, by the way?
1d4.
Do 1d5 for the whole 5 books.
Okay. A 1 still. Wow. Yeah. No. I'm gonna knock him on the head.
You just kind of whap him on the side here.
He's taking
you bruise
4
him,
damage.
Bruise him a little bit, but he's still up. He is not happy.
Taking 4 damage to try and knock him out at this point.
Yeah.
Not enough, I'm assuming.
So since he missed with his dagger swipe, he has to kind of like dig it out. He's not doing that. He leaves the dagger in, and then just kind of like pummels Connor like right in the jaw. Do a defy danger to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and move out of the way of it.
Okay.
There we go.
Very good. Say what you do and include a counterattack.
Okay. The guy probably stuck the dagger into the wall.
Yep.
And instead of like trying to take the dagger out, he's probably gonna go back with like an elbow.
Sure.
I'm gonna go under his elbow and get him right in the breadbasket, right in the side, right in the gut.
Are you using like your open claw or like a closed fist?
Closed fist.
Okay.
Because I just want to subdue this. I want to get this guy winded, knocked out, something, so we can just tie him up and let the authorities take care of him. Because if we kill him,
the force of your fist meets his sternum just straight on, like boom. Boom.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if we kill him, we're going to be the ones that are going to be in trouble.
You smack him a good 2 times, and the last time he coughs up some blood and kind of passes out.
All right, there we go.
He's done.
All right. He just coughed up blood.
Yeah, the second time.
How close am I? Because I just smacked him with books.
You're kind of to the side. It's fine.
Okay, because if you got blood on me, I was going to say I'm going to just take the debility of shaky.
Some of the other passengers kind of open their doors and then immediately like use dirty laundry and whatever they got to tie these guys up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The conductor opens his door finally and is it over? He looks for the other officers and can only see the one that's bleeding out. Oh dear God.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I'm gonna rush over to that guy immediately and try and like stop the flow of blood.
Okay. What are you using?
I'm gonna tear like a piece of my outer coat off.
Okay.
So I've got like a coat and then a shirt and pants.
Okay. You could probably. Yeah, I mean, these passengers are using some of their own dirty laundry and stuff to.
I don't have an extra set of clothes. I've just got my overcoat.
You can probably nab one of theirs and then use it.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll take something like a shirt or something and try and tie it up around him.
Okay.
I don't have like a medicine skill or anything, but I'm just gonna go off of common knowledge from fishing.
And the conductor work together to kind of sit this guy up a little bit and care for him as best they can.
Is there sort of medical personnel on this train?
It's not clear at this point. Unless you're going to ask the conductor.
Yeah, can I yell around? Hey, is anyone a doctor?
Nothing but silence. There was supposed to be cross training, but you know how that is. It never quite pans out, and the conductor is just really
nobody
flustered.
goes to the classes.
Well, maybe this will convince them to listen next time.
One person.
Gus,
and he's not working today.
Is he going to be okay? He's looking to Silas for some answers here.
I'm gonna say that I'm very like flustered at this point because I don't really do like fighting situations,
Mm-hmm.
and that the little gills on the side of my neck are kind of showing
Okay.
more so than normal.
Oh, I didn't realize that your people were. Oh,
I'm gonna quickly turn. What do you mean, my people? I didn't.
I thank you for your time. I'm gonna get the train moving again. Thank you.
Do you want me to keep an eye on this person for you?
Yes,
Make
please look after Gus.
Speed to the
Okay.
nearest town, please. Through my hunting, I can kind of get an idea of, like, I know when a creature is probably
Gonna die rather
like
than
wounded,
Sure.
like hurt, wounded, or mortally wounded.
That makes sense.
Because
What are we looking at here?
obviously, if I don't think a creature is gonna, I'm gonna put him out of misery. But
he needs attention within, let's say, 12 hours.
Okay.
So
and
he's not-
you said there's a
not-
town nearby at least.
You're in a town. This is a humongous town.
Oh, we're just not currently like
So
on.
you're
super
about
slow.
maybe an hour and a half from your destination. You think that there's definitely somebody within walking distance of your destination that can help.
Okay, so we'd be fine to just continue on, keep him bandaged, maybe try and
Yeah, try
get
not-
him
try
to
not
regain
move him too
consciousness.
much. He's
Yeah,
slowly
maybe,
knocked
like-
out.
yeah,
Maybe pick him up off the ground and put him in the seat next to us.
You probably don't want to move him.
No, yeah, staunch the bleeding, keep him moving, or keep him still. Elevate his feet.
So,
Okay.
so the conductor returns to his cab, and the
I'll sit in the
steam whistle.
I'll sit in the walkway with him.
The steam whistle sounds, and the train begins to move again now that the situation has kind of blown over.
Okay.
It seems like if there were any security officers, they're all dead right now, except for Gus. So
Okay. And we just have the two bandits unconscious tied up
yeah,
in like the corner right now?
pretty much everyone's just like they're kind of beating on them a little bit, but maybe not to a hazardous degree.
Okay.
Don't kill him. Let him
I was gonna say I have
they're
charmed
just-
person.
trial for their atrocities.
The passengers
So-
are just not happy about having been potentially robbed. So
Yeah. Can I go, or I'm gonna tell Connor telepathically keep an eye on Gus, and then I'm gonna walk over to the bandits and try and help distribute the stolen goods back to their original owners fairly and properly without getting them mixed up.
And while you're at it, look for my arrow.
yeah. That's it. Well, ammo is represented by a number, and unless you miss, that number doesn't go down. So
okay.
you don't really need to keep track of individual arrows.
Okay. While I'm doing this, can I try and pocket the pistol?
Yeah, the pistol is a little dented.
Oh yeah, it doesn't need to
might-
be working. I just want to
Yeah, it might
not
need
let
some
it be
repair.
out where some
Sure.
random person
You
could
can-
grab it.
You can do that.
All right. So what should I add then? Like dented pistol.
Dented flintlock pistol.
Okay. Yeah. Can I successfully help distribute the stuff without like argument or something, or do I need to roll for that?
Give me. Let's call it
Charisma,
let's call it
intelligence?
a discern realities.
Okay. Is that with wisdom then?
Yeah, to know like if this person actually lost their goods or is just trying to skim a
Get
little.
some extra stuff. Yeah. I got a 13.
Okay, you can see past them, and you
Wow.
distribute the proper wealth.
Maybe I can get these people to like me a little bit. You never know.
Sure, you get a 1 gold for your honesty.
Oh, nice. Can it specifically be from the one grumpy man that I made sure he got his stuff back? I want to
absolutely.
make him feel really bad about being a
Sure,
jerk to us.
his name is Old Man Ferguson.
All right. Well, old man Ferguson should feel really bad for being a jerk to us because we just saved him.
Very well. All right,
I mean,
so-
I did. I hit one dude with a bag of books, but I'm gonna hold this over him.
The train comes to a stop a few hours later. An hour and a half later, to be exactly. And you all disembark. The station is dark. The sun has long since set. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna walk up to the door and say, "Do you know where the nearest would be a hospital at this point, right?
Oh yeah.
You know where the nearest hospital is to get Gus to some sort of doctor?"
The security officer like straightens up. He was snoozing on the job, basically. Sorry. Repeat the last part one more time.
Your friend shot, bleeding, need help.
Oh, good God! I'll take care of this. And he signals for one of his coworkers to take his spot, and then he personally escorts him.
Okay, so Gus is taken care of. The passengers are taken care of.
Yes.
I guess we just. I'm gonna turn to Connor and be like, "I guess we just get off now."
This is our destination, right? This is where we're supposed to stop.
Yeah. You're on
I'm gonna
the
stop.
landing platform right now.
Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna like peek my head out. The sign for the landing platform is, the northern warehouse, or we're in the warehouse district at least.
Yeah. This is stop 13-A.
Okay.
Were we instructed to make all haste to Dock 14, or?
You tell me.
I mean,
It
doesn't say on the
specifically
note.
say.
Yeah.
You're
What time
hurt.
is it right now?
It's probably about like 11:30, something like that. Well, maybe not
At
11:30.
night?
No, let me think. Maybe 8:30.
Okay, so it's definitely starting. It's evening for sure then.
Yeah.
Starting to get dark.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I'm a little beat up. Maybe we should find a place to sleep for the night and then go to the dock first thing tomorrow."
Yeah. You probably need to recover. I mean, you could probably recover on the ship because obviously we're going to be traveling for a while. But
yeah, have either of you been in the warehouse district before?
Probably not. I've lived in the industrial district fishing my whole life. Well, actually, would the industrial district be where?
Pretty much every section has some sort of tie to a fishing fleet. So.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I probably lived, like right where the industrial and residential area meets on the southern coast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I lived right around there in a little shack.
Okay.
And
so
just
definitely a poor part of town.
Oh yeah, and I would go fishing and I would just bring my haul to like a big warehouse, like a big factory every day, but I never even went in the factory.
Okay.
I just gave it to him and got my couple copper and left.
What about you, Connor? Have you been in the warehouse district before?
No. Well, I may have traveled in there a couple of times with clan members and stuff like that. We pretty much stay to the wilds, like the farming areas.
Okay. So let's say that you would be familiar with a place to stay for the night. Maybe it's not, highfalutin.
I'm sure we could, ask someone on the train that we helped or something as well, if we really needed to find a place.
But no, you have a good place in mind.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm gonna talk to Connor here. Is that that thing gonna prevent us from finding a place to sleep tonight?
Thing? Are you talking? The Shadow?
Shadow snarls and steps forward a little bit.
I'm gonna be taken aback a little bit. Yeah, that one. Is he gonna prevent us?
Don't worry about Shadow.
He looks back up to Connor and smiles a little bit, wagging his tail.
I give him a little squishy behind the ears. And I'll probably go to a wolf-friendly place to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, we probably have made it into the warehouse districts, bringing in because we probably mainly deal with furs and meats that we collected on the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything extra that we can't use, we'll probably bring to distribute to other people. So we probably bring it to the warehouse district.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And then probably, a couple of times we might have gotten stuck here like later at night. We probably, the hunt went too late, so we decided to just stay in town.
Okay.
Get
So
room.
within about 15 or 20 minutes walking, you find your way to an old inn. It's kind of a sleepy part of town. Not too much happens here.
Yeah, quiet. I like it.
Okay. So you guys go in, or do you want to look around?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I have all of my gatherings as we leave the train and everything. Don't forget anything. Grab my staff.
Yeah, you got it.
But and then when we get there, I'm going to say when we walk in, I'm gonna say you want to get us a room, and I gotta go do something and try and find like a bathroom area or something out of the way.
Okay, sure.
Do you tell them why, or just leave it at that?
No, I'm just gonna say I have to go take care of something and look for a bathroom.
Okay. Probably gotta go to the bathroom. That's fine. Don't have to raise your hand.
As you kind of part ways, sorry, I'll get these names eventually. Silas, you spot kind of an old merman street beggar. You notice that he has sort of the ornamental beads of a shaman. He looks up at you, and without any of the pageantry normally associated with communicating like wizard to wizard, he asks you, who was your master?
I'm gonna be taken aback for a second and be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Come now, child. Was it?
No, I don't.
Was it Cirrus?
I'm sorry. You must be mistaking me for someone else. And I'm gonna try and duck my head a little bit and start to shuffle away.
He just shakes his head and looks down into his kind of empty cup. Shame.
I'm gonna turn around for a second, drop a gold in, and say, "Well, good luck." The one gold I got from the one person, and and then say, "Good luck to you." But then leave and try and find a bathroom still.
As you turn to leave, you feel a weight in your hand, and the gold is touching your palm.
I'm just gonna pretend that I don't notice and continue walking.
You continue walking.
Is there a bathroom nearby that I can find?
Sure. There's like an old outhouse.
I'm gonna duck in and pull a vial of salt water that I keep out of my bag, and drink a tiny sip, and then pour it on me, and then walk out after putting it back.
Okay. What is that to symbolize?
I like to have water because I did grow up as a merfolk. I look more human now, but when I was younger, I lived in the sea and stuff. So I have that connection where it's like a comfort thing.
I see. So after a hard day, maybe that's part of your unwinding.
Yeah, I usually would take a saltwater bath or something, but we don't have that here.
Okay.
By bath, I mean I'd probably just jump in the ocean and swim around for a little bit. But
let's flash back to Firewolf here. How does it go in the inn?
Oh, I mean, like I said, we probably stayed in this town, like in the merchant district, a couple of times through our trading and stuff with my clan and my family. So I probably would have found an inn that I'm familiar with, that I probably am kind of sort of regular. They might actually even recognize me. So, me and Shadow, we just go walking in and straight up to the keeper, the innkeeper.
Yep, her name is Martha. She wears kind of like
Martha, how's it going?
Old woman's shawl. She's probably about 80. She's a human.
Long time no see.
It's good to see you, dearie. How have the trails been treating you?
Oh, rough. I actually went on one of those what do they call them? Trains.
Come, sit. And she moves around from behind the parlor and motions for a table.
I take her chair out for her.
Okay. Oh, you're such a proper gentleman.
It was a real adventure too. I mean, I met a friend. We're supposed to be traveling together. He's not here right now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna need a room for tonight. Just to let you know. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I went on one of those trains finally, and God, I don't like trains.
No, there's a time and a place for technology, but I agree with your clan. Speaking of your clan, some of them have told me that you were heading off to do what now? What was it? I can't remember.
I'm trying to ease people's mind about us. We've been getting a lot of problems from strangers lately. They look at us as we're evil, we're bad. Why would people do that?
Can I walk in at this point and hear that last part?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, you just mind yourself. There's prejudice all around these days. It spreads like a poison.
Very, very toxic. But yeah, I'm trying to let people know that we're just. Plus, things are getting kind of a lot of these newfangled things are moving into our hunting lands. So things are getting kind of sparse. So I gotta I guess I gotta go out and make.
Food is getting harder and harder to find these days, lad.
Well, we're okay with food. It's just we're barely making enough for ourselves, not enough to make income. We're kind of like living off the land now. So I'm gonna try and go out and make a fortune. Well, not a fortune, but make some money for my family and my clan, and see if we can.
I understand. And she looks at you knowingly and kind of slides you a room key. You don't need to worry about this one.
Oh, thank you so much.
And she pulls you in for a quick hug.
I love coming here. This is the only place in this goddamn city that I feel comfortable in.
She pulls you in for a quick hug.
Why am I getting a southern accent all of a sudden?
And then returns to the parlor to watch the rest of the night.
Oh, here's Silas. Silas, here's my friend that I'm going to be traveling with.
She nods politely and...
Silas, this is Martha. Sweetest lady you'll ever meet.
I'm gonna nod back and then say, so we got a room then?
Yes, we do.
Alright, I'm pretty tired out, so I think I'm gonna head up to it then.
Okay, alright. I'll hand him the key, and me and Martha, we're going to sit and talk for a little bit longer.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to make sure she's doing okay and all that. And
yeah, you exchange gossip for maybe an hour or two.
Yeah. And then I'll roll up to the room.
Yeah. So what time are you guys planning to wake up?
I'll probably end up going to bed now and then waking up early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the sun rises, like half an hour before, so I can go over my books and spells and whatnot.
So like 5:30, 6?
Yeah, like 5:30ish.
Okay. So by the time you finish poring over your old tomes and refreshing yourself on your knowledge.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go through. I think I'm gonna change out one of the spells that I have learned really quick.
What spells are you listing?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove the charm person one. Switch that out for something else, because I know all of the spells. I just can only prepare so many at a time.
True.
So
in total, that's magic missile. What else?
Magic missile, telepathy, one other one, and then the 3 cantrips that you start with.
Okay. All right. So by the time you finish doing that, Connor is well awake. I think Shadow might still be asleep at the foot of the bed or something. But
oh yeah, he's a lazy guy.
Everyone's more or less awake.
Okay.
Even though it's secret, he's awake. He's just pretending to be asleep.
Martha brings you up the traditional breakfast of champions, which is scrambled eggs and a muffin apiece.
Oh, thank you, Martha.
I'm gonna politely accept it and then kind of discreetly set it off to the side and not touch it.
While you finish focusing on your books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the inn, I think.
All right, you ready to go to the dock?
Yeah. We eat. I give Shadow some of my breakfast.
Cool.
I even shared a muffin with him.
Share everything with that old dog. Brings a tear to my eye.
I'm just gonna ask, hey, do you want this? And point to the plate.
You're not hungry?
It's a pretty dry
Nah.
muffin. You think it would last a day or two if you wanted to save it?
No, I'm okay. I don't really do eggs.
Okay. Well, I'll pack up this muffin for you just in case.
Okay. You wrap it up in like a napkin or whatever you got.
All right, I'm assuming the eggs can go to Shadow or whatever.
Yeah. And no, I'll eat the eggs. I'm hungry.
He's
All
a
right.
big guy. Big guy's got
I mean, I guess you already did share a muffin with him. He's probably good.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy. Oh no, I got food for him too. Yeah.
So you're
I
kind
don't
of
know.
on a.
Is he much of a
He's
muffin eater?
Shadow's gonna have those egg farts later on. Oh, we're in trouble.
Oh, God. Just hope it's an open air ship, you know.
He can sleep on the deck.
So you're about maybe an hour's walk from your destination. So
Okay.
that shouldn't be too big a deal in this day and age.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack up all my stuff then. I travel light.
Sounds good.
I don't really, own much. But
Me neither.
So you head your way out onto the streets, made of cobblestone. Maybe there's a few lamps here and there, but they're pretty new technology.
yeah, maybe some oil lanterns, oil street, oil
No,
lamp street
these
lamps.
lamps are run by rune engines, but
Okay.
the rune engines are housed in the capital district, so it's there's maybe the power doesn't go all the way out to the edges of the territory, but
Okay, and every other one is gonna, every third one's gonna be out because that's just how it works.
yeah, they're still hammering it out.
I mean, I don't even have this kind of stuff where I live, so
No.
I'm impressed either way.
So
I've never been in a big city before.
You meander down to the to Dock 14, which is where the note said to meet with Kara.
Sorry.
That's okay. So there's a building that they indicated, that Galversigsund indicated, and you get the feeling that it's the one in front of you. It's very tall. It's made of kind of old, kind of lacquered timber.
Dock 14.
Yep. Well, Dock 14, like the warehouse itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's kind of a nice front end to it. There's a desk, there's some chairs, waiting room, that sort of thing. This is where they deal with customers and people who have ordered specific things.
Is there a Science Seabreeze trading company?
Not really.
Oh.
This is kind of an independently owned, but contracted out. So.
Rental space.
Yep. But there are a few people inside.
Okay.
Oh.
So, is there someone that's clearly Kara or Kira or whatever it is?
You'd probably have to ask at the front desk.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna walk up and say, we're supposed to meet a Kara here.
A man with a very bushy mustache and a dwarf with one monocle looks up at you. And what might you need to see her about, young man?
We're supposed to see her about a boat.
boat, you say?
Yeah, we were sent by one Galver Sigsund.
Galver Sigsund. Oh, Well, take a seat over there. I'll find her. And he
Okay, thank you very
places
much.
a weather-worn hand on the desk and kind of like pushes himself up off the chair and heads off into the back. It's good like 10 minutes before he comes back with a tall woman with blonde hair, like long flowing blonde hair. She walks up immediately and, so you're the boys who bought the boat?
Yes, I never got the name of the vessel.
The boat. A boat doesn't need a name until it's been ridden.
Is this a new ship then?
She shoots a sideways glance. As new as we're willing to say.
Okay then. When can we see it?
Follow me. And she leads you both outside to take a look at it. So it's sitting on the dock. The waves kind of make it bob a little bit, but the plank is firmly planted on the dock, so you can walk right on it. So I understand that you've paid in full with some extra conditions. I haven't been told of the conditions, but I expect that you'll honor them.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, of course. And I'm gonna climb aboard the ship and start looking around it.
She looks to Connor and holds out kind of like a clipboard. I'll need you to sign here, and that's
Okay.
That's just
All right.
extra insurance.
All right, and I make my mark.
What is your mark?
An X.
I mean that's where it originated.
She looks down.
Reading and writing was not my thing, you know. It's not like we had schools that we went to in the middle of the woods.
She looks down her nose at it, and at least
Wait,
you'll know
is there like an inkwell?
Oh yeah, there's an inkwell sort of attached at the top.
All right, I put my I have like actual like claws, right?
Yeah.
Are you clearly not human?
I am not. I'm clearly not
remotely.
Yeah, so I'll take some ink with my paw and just put my paw print.
Okay. Well, at least they'll know that you were the one that took it.
Oh, they'll know.
And she turns around and kind of waves to you, looking the wrong way. You're free to go. So your ship, just as a brief aside, has 2 rune cannons, 1 rune water engine. So the ways these work is if you fire off a cannon, it'll need to dump heat for about 1 round before you can fire again.
Okay, so there's a cooldown on them.
Yeah, so the water engine, you can run it for about 6 hours at a pop, but then it'll overheat and you'll need to wait another 6 hours. So.
And we have a sail as well, right?
Yes.
Alright, I probably will not like the idea of the water engine very much then.
Okay, well, that's up to you. The water engine is kind of like your boost, basically.
Yeah, it will also allow us, if there's no wind or something, to continue on.
So there are 3 decks to your ship. The top is just your normal deck, sails. The front end for kind of like spotting things is kind of raised a little bit. The back on the front is the captain's quarters, as well as the actual like steering. Steering is like on top of it.
Okay, makes sense.
The lower deck, well, I guess this is the middle deck. It has your cannons on it. There are kind of like windows with like garage door type things. So
yeah, little slider.
Them for naval combat or just looking out, you can do that. There's also like a tiny kitchen in the corner. The lower deck has all your cargo crates, water barrels, whatever else you got.
Yeah, and the empty crates and whatnot that we have on board.
Yep. So that's how it's laid out. You guys have known about one location in specific that you're interested in searching for.
Okay.
Tell
Are
me,
we
tell
when
me a
we're
little bit.
treasure hunting of sorts?
Yeah, so you have a little bit of a clue. What is that clue about the location of this treasure or the island itself?
Connor, you want to do this one?
Well, probably through talking with some traders and stuff like that, I probably like heard rumors about some mysterious island that everyone talks about um it being supposedly there's like great treasure there,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what I'm thinking that I can like get from my clan to like boost up our community.
Okay.
But
So
everybody says that it's you don't want to go there because people go there and they never come back.
yeah, and that's true of most of seafaring. You have a navy, but even they're kind of
Yeah,
they're
they
afraid
just
of
it's like one of
the
those things that
sea
you just
monsters and things like that.
yeah, if you don't have to go there, you don't go there. You just don't go there.
And see, being a merfolk, you'd think I wouldn't be afraid of sea monsters, but see, I know that they actually do exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spout lore right now if that's okay.
Sure.
Can I roll for that to spout lore?
Yeah.
Is that wisdom?
Sure. And if you want to use a book to help you, that would be
Yeah, can I pull out one of my books that is it's actually a merfolk book?
yeah. Give a +2 to your spell lore.
Okay. 1 second.
So, Firewolf,
Yes.
you're not actually like on the sea right now. We're just kind of planning out a little bit. If you want to get people to help, that's readily available.
Well, yeah, because I personally don't know how to
Yeah,
to uh, to do
two
this
people running a
to
ship.
steer
that would be
guide a
difficult.
boat. And being on water is not exactly. I'm not gonna be very happy about it. But I'm
Okay.
assuming that my friend knows something about boats. So
Yeah,
So,
all right, so sorry, I had to take out that really quick. But yeah, I'm back.
so
So I'm gonna
let's
spout lore that there are definitely sea monsters.
Yeah.
Because I know of them.
I think that's just true though. Like,
Okay. Yeah,
um,
I
typically,
know specifics about like which ones are around this island because I'm
okay,
looking at
okay,
this tome of merfolk lore.
all right.
yeah, but I'm gonna be like with him. I'm gonna be like, do we need people to help us on this to move this boat?
Yeah. Is
And then
is
this is
that
where
your
I think
role?
the well, no, I didn't roll yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling with plus wisdom +2.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a 9 is what I got.
Okay.
What happens on a 9?
Name. Let's say you name one specific adversary that you know about.
Okay. Well, I know at least there is this one sea serpent thing that lives in the area.
Okay.
Fortunately, he does have a soft spot for a certain kind of fish,
Okay.
but it doesn't say what kind that is, sadly.
Okay.
So maybe we can reason with them. I'm not sure.
All right. You might need to do some fishing beforehand, I guess, to be prepared.
Yeah,
But
I can take care of that part.
generally, you'll want more people to help you. So maybe looking around the dock would be a good idea here.
All right, so yeah, let's let's look around. Is there anyone else like that is just like wandering around the dock?
There are a few people like sitting. They're just poor or out of work. You can't really tell which. There are about 3 of them.
Okay. Is that the only people around right now?
I mean, people are coming and going all the time, like unloading cargo,
But those are
fixing
the
up
three
sails.
obvious people that aren't currently working on a boat.
Yeah. One of them is
Should we?
a dwarf. He has no beard or mustache.
A facial hairless dwarf? What is this?
Wow, yeah.
He's very very pale. You think he's at least was a worker in the mines, which is not a happy place.
Okay, what do the other two look like?
The other one is kind of a tan, short-haired mermaid. She wears your traditional like merfolk robes and bead jewelry. Nothing too crazy.
Okay,
The
yeah, I'm assuming merfolk can probably spot me right away,
yeah.
whereas the average person, I look more human than not. Like, I have, like, hair on my head and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna turn to Connor and say, so do you think we should probably, I mean, it's hard to run a ship with two people. Should we probably go ask them if they're looking for work?
Yeah, but how are we gonna pay them? I mean, we can promise them part of the booty, but I mean, how can we guarantee we'll have any?
I'll break the fourth wall here for a minute and tell you that not all of them are interested in money.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we can talk to them.
Do we?
Worst they can
what
say is
goods
no,
do we
right?
possess? I guess that's true.
I'm sorry.
We don't have any gold, I'm assuming, or anything like that, right?
You should have started with some.
Not my character.
Let's say.
And I mean, realistically,
you
I
each start
probably.
with 2 gold, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
my
well
I
as
guess then I have.
Silas
coin
here.
spot is empty.
Yep.
I guess I have 3 gold then, because I got that one that you said returned to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that makes sense. You paid a huge, ridiculous sum of money for this ship. So,
Yeah, I probably had to save up for multiple years beforehand. I'd been saving for a while,
clear
hoping
you
for a
guys
boat
out,
or
basically.
something.
Yep. Okay, so who are you talking to first?
So I'm just gonna walk up there and be like, is anybody looking for some work? I've recently acquired a seaworthy vessel.
The dwarf's eyes perk up a little bit. What's your name, young man?
Silas Anderson. Nice to meet you. And I'm gonna go to shake his hand.
Dusts himself off, shakes your hand heartily. Yorod. I'm just eager to be done with this place. Damnable mines. Just ready to be gone.
All right. Well,
I assume you
we
have
can't-
food.
Food. Yes, we have food. I can't offer much in the way of gold, but I can in adventure.
Adventure, he says. Well, it's better than staying here and rotting away. I'm a carpenter.
You said there was 3 people here, right?
Sorry, what?
You said there was 3 people at this table, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yorod continues. I'm a well-known carpenter. I've built the timber that supported the mines for 50 years. I've also hauled my fair share of things. If you need me to go back and forth, unload cargo, I'm your man.
We'll take what we can get, and I'll turn to the table and say, what about either of you?
The merfolk woman kind of glides over very gracefully. Hello, my name is Ciara. What is your purpose for leaving, if I might ask?
Well, I was a fisherman, and I got bored, and I found a ship, and we are, planning to go to, what is the name of this island? Did we ever come up with this?
Tell us the name. You know the name?
I know the name?
No, I know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me the name, I'm assuming, but no, I didn't come up with it.
Yeah.
Alright, Connor, what's the name?
There are lots of islands.
Dark Skull
Dark
Island.
Dark Skull Island. All right.
So we're gonna go and try and get the treasure of Dark Skull Island. That's the goal.
I was gonna say Gray Skull, but that was too cheesy. Dark Skull is just as cheesy, but You're putting me in the
It's in
pressure
a
here,
good-
man.
it's
It's
in a
not
good way.
copyright infringement, though.
That's good. So
Dark
Sierra,
Skull.
her eyes kind of sort of perk up. Dark Skull Island. I've heard tell of various plants and herbs there can be used for deadly poisons or life-saving medicine.
I mean, if that's your
interested.
thing, I'm sure they're there.
I'm interested. I'm a chef. I'm a healer. I think we can work together.
I
will
mean,
need
as
some
far as I
gold
know, we
every
need a
now
good
and
cook
then.
on the ship. I
Yeah.
can't cook for anything.
So she tells you that her cost is going to be maybe 2 gold every couple months. So nothing crazy.
Okay.
Seeing as we've got 5 gold between us, I'm not sure how we'll work it out, but let's do it.
We got her for 2 months at least.
Yep, I'm gonna pull 2 gold out, put it right into her hand as I shake her hand and say, "Welcome aboard."
She nods, and each of these people has like a bedroll and maybe a pillow or something, but that's basically all.
Does the third person show any interest at all?
He's kind of a somber-looking man. He's a beast folk, very clearly. He has feathers instead of hair. They're like white feathers and talons instead of hands. He's half beast folk. Connor would know that.
Yeah.
He doesn't really make eye contact, and he kind of shifts uncomfortably as if like he hasn't really decided if he's interested.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, what about you there? You looking to become part of my crew?
I would, but I'm concerned about my family, and I don't know how well this pays.
I mean, if we can pull it off, the reward should be great.
You're right, but
I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna saddle up to his side. I'm gonna just kind of like talk to him. I'm gonna be like, listen, I understand your feelings and your trepidations. I too am in the same position you are in. I am trying to help my family and my clan, and I'm not going to lie to you. What we're about to partake on is going to be very dangerous. From what I understand, it's going to be rough, but as my friend Silas says, the rewards could be many, and you could help your family. But I'm not going to force you to do something that you don't want to do.
he takes his jaw in his hand and kind of strokes a little bit. It's not for me that I'm worried. It's I took out a debt, and it needs to be paid very, very soon. If you could,
Well, what is this debt that you're in trouble with?
he's pretty hesitant. Try to make a parlay to see if you can squeeze some more info out of him.
Okay, so this is roll plus charisma.
Yeah.
All right. Just a straight roll here. 12. Yeah, no, I'm good. I crit success.
Okay, so my name's Oaken Sky, and well, I took out a bad loan from some really shady people. I should have seen it coming, but we were desperate. And well, he kind of stands up a little bit, and he turns around, and you can see giant scars where his wings once were. I need some money, or my family is in danger.
Well, how much do you need? I say, kind of like palming the 1 coin I have left.
It'll be at least 3. Other than that, my family will be safe, and I can join you. I'll be yours
Connor.
until the end. And
I look at Connor. Well, how much have you got on you?
As he says that he'll be yours until the end, he looks Connor like square in the eyes, and you can tell he's being legit.
Okay. Connor, how much have you got on you?
Oh, I easily just I don't even look at Silas. I just hand him the gold. I'm looking at Oaken.
He's
I'm like, you poor person, you.
he's shocked, and he rushes off to the. It's kind of like
I'm going to give him my other one gold as well, so that he has 3.
yeah. He rushes off to the mail station and ships it like immediately. Like within 20 minutes, he's back.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, all right, meet back here in an hour.
Yeah,
Gather your things. We're gonna
done.
be leaving.
He's sprinted.
Okay.
He comes back and reveals to you. I can detect magic, and I'm very good at discerning enchantments. You won't regret this.
Well, I'm sure that'll be useful, I say nervously.
You get the feeling that he probably wasn't supposed to tell you that either, but...
Well, I'm assuming he probably already knows I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Sure that everyone else is going to be very happy about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's all...
Okay. So, since you guys have decided on the name of the island, I'm going to reveal it on the map.
Okay. During this, can I somehow pinch, like, some sort of hat? Like, a pirate-looking hat.
I think you could have taken a cowboy hat
earlier. A tricorn?
Yeah, something like that, where it looks, like the style of a pirate hat.
I don't know where you'd get that.
Can I look in a shop somewhere?
Sure.
Like, say, all right, everyone, we set off.
There's like a dock gift shop you can poke in.
All right, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna walk up and say, "I'd like a hat, please."
The guy behind the counter is just like, he blinks.
Shopkeep.
Yes, something resembling this, and I do like a crudely drawn sketch of a pirate hat.
What do you think this is?
Or whip out one I've had for a while
he
from my notebook.
Flails his arms and says, "Get out of here."
You don't have any sort of hat.
No. What do you think this is? Some sort of gift shop?
I mean, I was hoping. Just a hat.
Get out of here. And he just kind of like bum rushes you out the door.
Ah, alright.
I'll get you a hat later.
I was gonna try and trade the pistol for a hat. I don't know. I don't have a use for a pistol.
Hang on to that thing. We might need it.
No, it was like a general goods store. So
that Connor knows that I have the pistol, but I keep it. I'm not going to tell anyone else that I have a pistol.
Yeah. You have 1 bullet as well.
Oh, nice, a whole bullet.
Yep.
No, I'm looking at it as far as trade value. Yes.
yeah, that's a pistol. Maybe it's a little dented up, but it's still a pistol.
Yep.
Should have probably asked the guy, what do you give you for it?
I mean, all I want is a hat. All right, I'm assuming that everyone's then met up back at the ship and is ready to go.
Yep, everyone has their stuff loaded. They're all ready.
Oh, how long do we have rations included with the boat, or was that not part of the purchase?
2 water barrels.
Cargo crates. Maybe one of those crates has rations in it.
Let's say you have enough for them to eat, and you have. Let's see. Connor has 3 days of rations, and Silas has 2 days. So.
How far off is this island?
It's about, let's say 3.5. So it'll be rough going. You'll need to find food once you get there.
I'm a fisherman, so it should be fine. We'll try. I'll try and gather some food along the way.
Do you have fishing supplies with you?
No. I'm gonna ask around. All right. Does anyone here have a net?
Some of the dock workers nod and come forward. Yeah. What do you need it for?
Well, you see, we're going to be going on a voyage, and we're a little short on...
Say no more. What do you got? What do you got for us?
Would a book on
books, he says. Books.
Tides.
When have books
a book on the tides
food
interests
in
you?
Anyone's belly.
So they're not interested in one of my sea books?
No.
What about I could possibly, I might be able to give you some sort of rare, valuable item.
Rare, valuable item.
Yes.
One of them steps forward. He has a great big red beard. I would be interested in this.
Right. I'm gonna, out of my sack, grab, a rock that I had
Mhm.
at some point, and try and, discreetly cast the light cantrip on it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll cast a spell.
Yep. 12.
Okay.
Alright, so it glows with an arcane light as bright as a torch, no heat or sound, requires no fuel, and otherwise is just like a mundane torch, and I control the color of the flame.
Okay, what color is it?
It's going to be blue. No, green. Green flame. So very weird.
So,
Green flame.
is it a
Gonna be
flame,
blue,
or is it just kind of like a green
It says
light?
flame, but it just says it gives off arcane light, so it kind of just glows green.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say, well, I
you
have
produce it, and
this.
he's like, "What kind of mineral is this? I've never seen such a
You
thing."
see, it is magical. I picked it up in one of my journeys from this.
Magic disappeared from the world.
Well, see, I found it. I found
That's
it
very
at the bottom
rare.
of the ocean.
Hmm.
It's said to bring luck to sailors.
Well, I could use such a thing. Sure, I'll trade my net for it. That seems like a fair trade.
Alright,
It's not
give
the
me
net
a
that
roll.
he's carrying, but he has his own personal ship as well on the side.
Yeah. We get a fishing net at least.
Yeah.
All right, and I palmed off a glowing rock. It doesn't require fuel, so it'll never actually stop glowing.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't really bring luck to anything.
How do you know? How do
Hey,
you
placebo effects work.
know? Okay.
Scientifically proven that placebo effects work.
So you got the net.
Nice.
So
I'm
for
glad that worked. Otherwise, it would have been really embarrassing.
every 2 days that you travel, I'll give you a chance to get some fish.
Okay.
So, yep. So
Okay.
All right, so we've got a crew of 5 then.
Before I board this boat,
mhm.
I am going to find any kind of solid earth
Okay.
available.
You want dirt, or do you want just solid ground?
Solid dirt ground, yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming the warehouse district is probably not paved all over.
No, there's kind of a few planters in front of the meeting place that you met Kara.
Okay, and then I'm gonna kneel down, touch the earth, and I'm just gonna whisper softly to myself, Mother Gaia, please don't let me die on these waters. And then I go.
All right. So are you guys setting out immediately?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get the crew aboard. And I'm gonna say, all right, so I'm the captain of this ship. It is named the... Connor, what's it named?
The furry bottom.
The Furry Bottom. Wait, what kind of name is that? All right, we're going with it. This is the welcome aboard the Furry Bottom crew.
I've heard people called me that before.
I am the captain of this ship. This is First Mate Connor, First Mate Gunnulf, whatever he wants you to call him.
Call me Connor.
All right. Hugh. What's her name? I'm not saying that I forgot it. I just forgot to write it down.
So we're gonna solve this right now. So, on your character sheet, Silas, I want you to list Ciara.
Yep, I'm adding all their stuff now.
Which is spelled Siara.
Okay.
And next to it, write cooking/healer.
I'm also going to write merfolk, cooking/healer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got the dwarf who was Yorod?
Yorod.
Okay.
And his skills are carpentry/hauling.
All right, he's a dwarf.
And then Connor, you should list Oaken Sky.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Oaken
Is
Sky
it going
doesn't really
bond?
owe me anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And list his skills of keen eyes and magical sense.
All right, have any of you been aboard a ship before?
They just kind of stand and some of them shake their head no.
Do any of you have much experience with the sea? Hopefully you do. Ciara? Something?
Ciara and Yorod have a little bit of experience.
Are you a land-dwelling merfolk, Ciara?
She kind of, her eyes narrow. Are you judging me for that?
Not at all. I'm just curious. I don't know much about merfolks personally.
Well, I went out fishing a few times, but nothing intense.
Okay. Is she fooled at all by me saying that I don't know anything about merfolks?
No, because to her that's par for the course, basically.
Okay. She believes me then?
Yeah.
Yes! She hasn't noticed yet.
But Yorod probably like repaired a couple ships.
Yeah, okay.
After he got out of the mines, so.
Yeah. Alright, so, Yorod, for now, I think we're just gonna have you help around with, tying sails and whatnot. I'll show you some tricks.
Alright, Captain.
Ciara, I expect daily meals once a day. Fish, if that's possible, please. And thank you very much.
She nods and heads below deck.
I probably got a glare from her for being rude.
No, I mean, you're the captain, so.
Yes, and Oaken
Sky.
Oaken Sky. Oaken Sky, you do what exactly?
He would be an excellent lookout, sir.
Ah, well
He
then.
nods thankfully to Connor. He's not much for interaction, so he heads up to the crow's nest.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand him our map as well.
Oh, okay.
No,
so
I think you should hold on to the map, sir.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? All right, I'll hold on to the map then.
Captain always sets the course, sir.
That's correct. Yes.
Oaken Sky uses
trying to
his
put on a big
natural
show of-
talons and to kind of scale the mast and get to the crow's nest.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to put on a full show. I've worked on a dinghy before.
And I'm just
So-
gonna go with him on it, I guess.
Yeah, my hope was that no one really knew what they were doing, so that I could just seem like I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
I'll back you up.
So for now, you're relying on the natural sail type solution.
Yeah, I'm gonna not even. I've probably never used a rune engine before or anything, so I'm just not gonna touch the thing.
Okay. All right. So you hoist plank, you draw it back, and you're free to go.
All right, set sail. For 90 degrees northwards.
Okay. So who's driving at this point?
I probably am.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't exactly get anybody that had any sailing skills, so
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably at the helm of the ship.
Okay. So first we're gonna set a course. So that's gonna be a wisdom roll. To
All
see
right.
if you can kind of chart and navigate around the rough patches.
Yeah, I'm guessing I really don't. I just get my wisdom modifier then.
Yeah. Unless you want some aid.
I mean, can I just rolled an 8, but could I get is there any way I could get 2 points of aid by maybe talking to Oaken, I can't remember his name, jeez.
Oaken Sky.
Oaken Sky, I should, yeah, I'll get it down, Oaken Sky.
No, his job is more like watching out for actual hazards, not really the course
What
of the
about-
waves.
Ciara, would she know anything about the area around here?
I guess I'll give you a +1 for that. She's had out this way before.
Okay, and then could I possibly get a second +1 just from my natural knowledge of the sea?
See if Let's get Connor to aid you on this. He
Okay.
knows a little bit about the island.
He knows the island at least. He knows more about
I
the
know
island.
the
than I do.
general location of the island. Yes,
You
I
might-
mean I it through tales.
You might
I
have
know
heard something
mean-
about the waves or something leading up to it.
it's
Yeah, I mean, all
there-
I need is
there's-
another
there-
one.
Okay, yeah, there is supposedly there's we got to watch for the coral reef shores. There's apparently boats can get hung up on there.
Is that to the south or the east or the west or what?
It kind of like surrounds the whole place. That's why people don't. There's like there's like certain areas that knowledgeable people can sail into. Like
Okay.
Like,
Give me.
So do you
Like-
know the location of one of those places then?
Let's do it. Let's make it a spout lore. So Connor, give me a spout lore check.
spout lore. That is
Wisdom.
Intelligence. I think.
It's wisdom.
Is it?
That lore I think is wisdom. Oh no, it is intelligence. You're right. We are screwed.
Well, you got a shot.
Is-
I think.
Is he still shaky?
No, he.
Too bad
he had a
I
good
don't have
night's rest.
familiar prey.
Okay.
No.
Phew.
No. Okay. 2d6 minus
2.
2.
Come on, roll really good.
There we go.
Failure is always an option.
Yeah,
Oh.
Well, looks like we're gonna have an interesting story. We know
um,
nothing about the surrounding area.
Well, you see,
No.
as
So.
soon as you go north for 6 days of travel, and then there's this one place you got to kind of look for these two standing rocks that are like leaning into each other. They're called the leaning rocks because they're like leaning into each other,
So.
and you're supposed to sail right between those two rocks.
Got it. Yes.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
So
talk to you about this
he's.
got to make sure that you got equal distance on each side. Otherwise, we're gonna go right into the reefs and get hung up on the sandbars there.
Yeah. So
And
as he's
you know, I'm
saying
spouting this out. It's all bullshit.
As he's saying this, Silas, you get the distinct feeling that he's kind of just playing it by ear to try
Okay.
and reassure you.
Well, then yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead
Remember,
and take
this is
the
all hearsay.
the 9
This is all
I
that
got
I've
then.
heard.
Okay.
because I got the
So-
8 plus an extra one from. Yeah, I'll just take the 9.
So it's
I
going to
don't-
take you about 5 days. You hit some unseasonable weather, but it's nothing too bad.
All right, can I do
the?
those fishing checks then?
Yeah, you got two chances for fishing.
All right, what are we gonna be rolling as far as that goes?
Let's do a D8 each time.
Okay, just roll a d8.
If you get 4 and up, you get 1 day's worth of food. If you don't, then you don't.
Okay. So for the first one, we don't. Let's check about that second one. We still don't. We don't get any food.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be a little hungry by the end of this thing.
yes, very hungry. You managed to find a pretty safe spot. You think you've slowed down considerably. You're off the shore basically. The reefs
Okay.
have kind of held your ship back, but you haven't sustained any huge damage.
Okay.
What do you
Are
guys
we
do?
pretty much out of food at this point?
Yes, you are entirely out of food.
Got it.
So I'm going to mark
Seeing
on the
as-
map where you guys are.
Should I remove my 2 days dungeon rations then?
Yes, each of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I probably tried to make it a half ration each day and lasted 4 days, but at least the last day I haven't eaten anything.
So you're like right off the coast right there.
Okay. Quick question: how late are we going tonight? Because I probably should.
We could probably
Thank you.
stop in a minute here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make that the end. You've arrived safely. Dark peaks and clouds kind of mar your vision forward. It's
Setting
a very
an ominous.
unsettling place, and you hear like weird animals that you've never heard before cry out in the night. Yeah.
Alrighty
I'm
then.
on land. I'm happy.
Your crew is a little unsettled by this immediately. All right, so that's the end. Let's do some bonds here.
Okay, let me just scroll through and make sure I didn't miss. I only failed once, I think.
Yeah. Have we been keeping track of XP?
Yeah, I only failed once through, unless you're counting the fishing things as
Oh
XP.
crap!
No.
Are the fishing XP at all or no?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I only failed
I
once.
don't think Firewolf. Oh wait, no, he
Oh
failed
no, I
once.
failed that last roll.
Yeah, I don't know if we had any other
Big time.
actual
That's
failures.
fine. It wasn't very roll heavy this time, but
Yeah.
maybe next time. Okay, so
Oh no, he has 2 failures. No, never mind. That was
What
when he was rolling
technically is
stat still.
considered a failure? Is it
6 and below.
It's,
6 and below?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
okay. So each of you, tell us a sentence you can make about the other that would describe your connection to them.
Okay, I've got one already. If you don't, well,
Go ahead.
so I don't trust Connor
Mm-hmm.
fully, but I rely on him in most social situations.
What about you? What about you, Connor?
Through my own what's the word I'm looking for? Through my own experiences, I guess, of having a people look at me as if I'm, different or strange. I understand Silas, and I want to help him acknowledge who he is for what he is, and he should be proud of who he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, given my experiences, I understand Silas's intentions and want to help him feel more comfortable being himself. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
I'm assuming we've probably somewhere along our journey already had the conversation
Yeah, I guess.
where you were
maybe during.
"Hey, what's up with the gills on your face?" And I'm like, "What gills? I don't have any gills." And then don't bring it up again.
Maybe you touch on this a little bit as you sail. You guys don't really know each other that well, so.
We
Well,
were on a train. We were on a
I've-
train for a while, though.
I've kind of picked
Sure.
up from him trying to hide himself all the time. Like me, I walk around. Everybody knows I'm a wolf.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's not.
Wolfman.
It's not exactly
Yeah.
discreet. I do have slight gills, and I'm a little bit blue in the skin.
Right, but you're
But besides
always,
that, I look human.
but then you're also always trying to from what the way you were acting on the train and stuff, you were trying to cover yourself and
Yeah, I have a trench coat with a high
it's-
collar that covers most of my neck.
right. You're trying to make yourself inconspicuous as much as possible, and then every once in a while, I probably notice you taking off to take trips to the bathroom.
So
And I don't question it, but I also get the idea
You've probably figured it out, and I still think you're
he's-
oblivious to it.
Connor has a wisdom of 16, so it would make sense that he knows something's up and that.
Yeah,
The general idea of it.
yeah, he probably knows, and I don't think he knows, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Hey, fish
Well,
man.
That's a weird thing then. If you're not going to bring it up, then we can't really resolve the bond. So
well, he's
No,
not.
I'm not gonna bring it. I'm not gonna confront him about it. I'm going to help him through subtle, hey, you should really talk to this person and be more forceful. Be
Yeah,
more,
I'm
be more
assuming what he means
aggressive.
by he's not going to bring it up. He's not going to in the middle of the ship when we're all walking around on deck, be like, "Hey, fish face," or something like that.
yeah.
He'll be more
You're like,
tactful.
hey, let's
about
go
it.
for a swim.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably be more tactful about it.
Yeah.
So I think.
But I mean, it's gonna be I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
direct. It's going to be more along the lines. This is going to be a thing that's going to happen over multiple.
Yeah, because if he was comfortable being direct, this wouldn't be an issue. So I think that's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more along the lines of I'm going to try and build up his self-esteem
Okay.
about being, who he is.
So I think that's the end of the first session. You guys did really well.
Take on
It was
another
quite
bond.
fun.
If you guys had any comments or suggestions, I'd be willing to hear.
Can I take on another bond?
Let's do that at the beginning of the next one. So
Okay.
I think we'll have more people then. So it would,
Yeah. Are we able to possibly end up with bonds with any of the crew as well?
That's what that was
At
gonna be
some
my,
point, depending on what happens, maybe.
That was going to be
sure.
my, I want to gain a
think-
bond with Oaken's guy.
I think Oaken Sky and Connor definitely have an accord.
Yeah, and I was thinking definitely not yet, but I might end up making a bond with Ciara.
If there's a strong moment between any of you, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sounds
Right.
good.
Okay.
But yeah, that was quite fun.
Are we okay for next Monday, or do we want to pick a different day?
Mondays usually aren't the best for me,
Okay.
but I can see.
Okay.
I'm cool as long as I got notice ahead of time.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely keep in touch on that. And
Yeah.
Is Thursday still a thing?
I
Thursday's fine.
think so. I should, as far as I know, we're good for Thursday to pick up with the last couple episodes for Sword of Solaria for this season.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
think we should have, if everything goes well, 2 more, including this Thursday. So yeah, this week and next week.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone for joining in, and thanks to our audience of 2 people.
Hey, better than 0.
Take it easy, guys. See you next
Thanks
time.
for joining us.
Farewell.